Before we get started with this video, does anybody want to get out?
What do you think?
Yes, I think it works.
The internet has brought us all together and connected all of these people with amazing talents through places like Etsy and the RPF, and they are making things better than the licensed studios are making them. And the best example of this is this Captain America shield. I got this from Machina Props on Etsy, and they do an amazing job replicating Cap's shield from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Just an amazing, amazing result that goes into it. And as you know, if you've been following the channel for several years or you've gone back into our library, you'll know that Captain America's shield has been kind of a point of contention for me all the way back to the Secret Wars toy line where they screwed it up there. Not to say that the licensed shields aren't nice for what they are. The Marvel Legends shield, I believe it was formerly like not the Black Series, I guess it's Marvel Legends from Hasbro. It's a nice shield, it's metal, and it's good for the price, but it wasn't accurate to the actual prop. And I wanted something that was accurate to Chris Evans' on-screen hero prop from the first Avenger and the Winter Soldier. And the MachinaProps version really fits the bill. I mean, it's extremely accurate in all details. From what I understand, the Marvel Legends shield may be 1 inch too small in diameter, and this one is not. This one is a full 25 inches, whereas the Marvel one's 24, from what I understand. In other areas of this prop, he really goes above and beyond making these, specifically with the color and the paint work. Admittedly, I messed up the paint work without knowing I was going to. This chair is made out of some kind of fake leather, and I left it in this chair because it's a nice place to display it until I get it on the wall. I did not know that this chair was going to react to the clear coat that had been put on this piece. And when I went to pick the shield up off the chair, it was facing the other way, the chair tried to come up with the shield. It had been several days, and the chair and the shield kind of bonded together. And it left a pattern in the clear coat that is not the fault of MachinaProps. That was my fault, but they were kind enough to provide me with the paint colors that I needed and some advice on how to fix the clear coat without even having to respray the shield. So I'm going to be doing that probably in the next month or so after we get past DragonCon 2018. But in the meantime, I mean, you can just see from here that this shield really pops. I mean, it looks like the one that Chris Evans has on his back in the Winter Soldier in that elevator scene. I was blown away when this showed up at my doorstep. I mean, it showed up in a wonderfully packed box with custom cut styrofoam. It was an A-grade presentation. But what really sets this shield apart from the other replicas I've seen isn't so much what you see on the front, which, by the way, is perfect. It's what's on the back. This shield, the level of detail that they've gone to with the actual operating side of the shield is unmatched to any other prop that I've seen other than the movie prop. Not only do you have the lines, these relief lines that are on the interior of the shield that I haven't seen many other replicas take the time to replicate, but they also made sure to replicate the buckle and strap system perfectly. Every single rivet, every single buckle. They even went so far as to put this lovely plaque on the inside that I don't recall seeing that in the first Avenger, but it is a lovely detail that is a nod to the 1940s fiction of Captain America in the first Avenger. It's very convincing, looks great. I love the fact that it's there because I love World War II, I love Captain America, I love that kind of stuff. And this just fits the bill perfectly. MachinaProps says that they sourced their leather from the same people that did the leather for the films, the film shields. I can't verify that. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but it is solid leather. It's not cheap. It feels more substantial. The one thing I will say, and this is not a fault of MachinaProps, it's really more a fault of the design, is that you really want to hold this shield when you've got it. You really want to have like a thick leather glove or something, because while these don't cut your fingers or your palms, these metal buckles, they're not the most comfortable way to carry a shield. I imagine if you had a thicker sleeve with a nice gauntleted leather glove like Captain America wears in the film, this would be a much easier shield to carry. But it's not bad for photo ops, things like that, with just a bare arm. Now, there is one area of the shield that I feel like MachinaProps maybe it was just happenstance, maybe they didn't intend for this to be the case, but I did notice that, for example, on this side, the bracket that holds the shield that holds the shield to the leather straps comes dangerously close to overlapping the outer edge of the shield. In other areas, like on this one not so much, this one a little bit like this one, it just comes out a little too far. It doesn't show up on the flip side, but it's dangerously close. And that's one area where I feel like maybe it could have been a little more precise. But given the options that you have out there and the fact that when you do flip it over, you don't see these brackets, I can't think of a better version of this shield for my money. It really looks incredible. And I just can't wait. I can't wait to have that on my wall in the studio. So yeah, thank you to MachinaProps for doing such a great job. And by the way, this was not sent or donated to the RetroBlasting archive. This was not a gift. They did not reach out to me. I went and purchased this for myself. So I spent the money on this for my own enjoyment. And I'm very happy with it. Aside from the one blunder that I made, getting this into the studio and putting it on this pleather chair the wrong way, and I'll fix that myself. But yeah, this shield is awesome. And if you love Captain America, and if you love Captain America to the point that you want a shield more than anything else in the world, that you're willing to pay, a good amount of money to get a great shield, this is a great option, honestly. This is something that you can both be proud to hang on your wall, and you can use it with a replica costume if you wanted to at a sci-fi convention. It would fit both bills. Just an amazing piece of work, and it's not flimsy either. I believe from what the stat said, it's a full 8 pounds of spun aluminum with the perfect etching on the star itself, which is attached separately after the fact, much like the star wasn't on the one in First Avenger when he first pulled it up out of that shelf, and then Agent Carter shot at him. It's perfect. It's a perfect shield, and I didn't intend to have a Captain America costume. I just wanted the shield. And now that I see how great this shield is, I kind of want a costume. So yeah, that's how cool this shield ended up being. So thank you to MachinaProps for the amazing job you did. And hope you guys who are interested in Captain America and the MCU enjoyed this video. Thank you to all of our patrons who have been voting on the live streams. We're going to be doing one here real soon. Looks like Ninjas is about to win for the next live stream, so check that out. And if you're not a patron, please consider becoming a patron, or if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to RetroBlasting. Patrons enjoy the ability to vote on all of our live streams, and we send them all the videos ahead of time. So patrons will be getting this video 24 hours before everybody else. So thank you to everyone who supports this channel, patron or not. And thanks for watching this, and we will see you on the next video.